landing spot of General William Loring. When Loring's remains are removed, which looks like it's going to happen today, it'll be the third time his remains are removed. He was died in 1886, and then in 1920, his remains were moved to Loring Park in St. Augustine, Florida. And so now it appears he's going to be moved again. I'm going to flip the screen around so you can see the tomb that was unearthed. Okay, so that's it, right over the fence there, near where the gentleman in the blue shirt's walking. And they've attached some cables under that tomb. I guess it's a tomb or crypt, not sure exactly what you call it. But they're going to somehow lift it and then put it onto a flatbed truck. The truck is parked down the street. I think this truck is probably going to somehow be involved in it, but I don't know exactly how it's going to work. There are no protesters here right now. There have been protesters out on and off for the past couple days. This monument was, the actual monument that sat on top of the tomb was moved quite suddenly, taken away before dawn. And it was a surprise to a lot of people, and this happened yesterday on a Monday. On the weekend, there's a lot more protesters out here, but during the week, a lot of people are working. So, I see a comment there, go closer. I'd like to go closer, but at the moment, I'm going to keep my spot because they won't let me behind the fence. And to get this view, I have to stand on top of a trash can right there. And so it's a prime spot to see. There's no other spot that I've seen around here where I can get a view of what's going on the other side of the fence. So I think I'll just stick here. It's pretty close to the tomb, and I want to see how they're going to manage to lift it out of there. I'll move over closer to the flatbed truck once I see how they get it out of this spot here. So it's been broiling hot today. The sun is shining on my phone screen here, so it's hard to read the comments, but I'm going to do my best here. Let's see. So I got a question here. What's the background? So the background, what I know just from reading a little bit about the general buried here, it was a General William Wing Loring, who at the age of 14 became a member of the Florida militia, and for the next more than 5 decades fought in a number of wars, fought in the Mexican War, fought in the Civil War, and fought in Egypt. And in fact, the monument that was standing here had the flag of Egypt along with the Confederate flag, and I think there was a U.S. flag there too. I'm not quite sure, but there's another monument a couple hundred yards from here that they're preparing to take away, and that monument was built to recognize the sacrifice, the death of 44 men and boys who fought in the Civil War and died. They fought for the Confederacy, and there have been a lot of protests over that monument. And then this one, it was quite unexpected that all of a sudden it was taken away. This piece of land that you're looking at is called Loring Park, And I believe that the University of Florida manages it. I'm not quite sure about that, but uh, there hadn't been quite as much controversy over this memorial, even though this one had a big Confederate flag right on the side of it. In contrast to the other, doesn't have a big Confederate flag on it, and instead is more of a memorial to 44 war dead. So there has not been a lot said publicly about why this is happening now. I read a letter from, uh, I believe it's a statement from the University of Florida that said that descendants had asked it to be moved. Loring. I haven't confirmed that. I tried to reach one descendant who lives in Boston and have not been able to reach him. But there was a descendant in Boston who wrote a letter to the editor to one of the local papers here, and he vowed to do what he could to try to prevent the moving of the monument. So the actual monument that was on top of this tomb was taken away yesterday morning, and it was taken to, my understanding is it's at a spot, the St. Augustine fish camp or something like that. It's about 19 miles from here on the edge of, or near the St. Johns River. So I haven't been on the other side there, but that squarish looking big block of cement or concrete, there are cables running under it, and that, I guess, is where the general's remains lie. I read, if you can believe Wikipedia, that the remains are his ashes because he was cremated in 1920. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it looks like an awfully large tomb for just some ashes, but I really don't know. So thanks